Well, the European Union's highest court has ruled that Uber should be regulated like a taxi company. It comes in response to a complaint from the Barcelona Taxi Drivers Association, who want to stop Uber from setting up in the Spanish city. In a statement to CBS News, Uber said that the ruling will not change things in most EU countries because they already operate under transportation laws. Theo Legget of BBC News has more.
The ride-hailing service Uber has become a fact of life in cities around Europe over the past few years. It's certainly convenient. You can call a car, monitor its progress and pay for it, all over the internet. But what exactly is it? When Uber first started operating in Europe, it tried to present itself as a kind of digital middleman, connecting passengers with drivers. In other words, it was just a mobile phone-based app and didn't need to abide by all the onerous rules and regulations that apply to regular taxi companies. But others, particularly established taxi drivers, disagreed. They said that Uber was in fact a transport services company and should be subject to the same rules and regulations as any other taxi business. Now the European Court of Justice has agreed with them. It says that legally speaking, Uber is indeed a transport company. For Uber itself, there won't be a huge immediate impact from the ruling. It's already given ground to regulators in most of its major European markets. In the UK and many other countries, it's already licensed as a taxi operator. But the decision could affect its future plans. It said today, millions of Europeans are still prevented from using apps like ours. It's appropriate to regulate services such as Uber and will continue the dialogue with cities across Europe. So that is actually a transport service. Meanwhile, lawyers say the impact of the ruling could go beyond taxi firms and affect other businesses which operate in the so-called gig economy.
I think other companies in the gig economy will be worried by this. This is showing that the courts aren't going to be distracted by the technology. They're going to look at what's actually happening and how local legislation should already apply to that.
Free market campaigners, meanwhile, say that's a bad thing. They think policymakers should be moving with the times.
If you halt innovation by applying old systems and old patterns of regulation simply to protect incumbents, or perhaps even, with some sort of idea about passenger safety, you are constraining the ability of people to do things in their way. And at the end of the day, people know what's good for them.
This is by no means the first legal ruling to affect Uber, and it's unlikely to be the last, as courts and regulators come to terms with the profound impact companies born in the digital age have had on traditional businesses. Theo Legget, BBC News for CBS News, London.